Tiger fans from all over packed the Dome for the National Football Championship game last night, including the President and First Lady of the U.S. It's not the first time the LSU has won a title here in New Orleans. We'll have more on the connection to the Crescent City later on.
Plus, a live update on a shooting near a college bar and student concerns.
And king cake season is upon us, and one crew is prioritizing education this year. Good afternoon, I'm Anam Siddiqui.
And I'm Tess Rowland here with Andres Fuentes. And you're watching PAC News.
LSU fans leave New Orleans with smiles on their faces after the Bayou Bengals clinched the national championship over undefeated Clemson. Now here's a quick recap. Clemson came into the Superdome as the defending champions, riding a 25-game win streak under the sophomore quarterback Trevor Lawrence. The LSU defense kept him with no passing touchdown. On the other side, LSU quarterback Joe Burrow lit up the scoreboard. I'll have more on what he did on the field in sports.
And now Lily Cummings joins us live for a look at how LSU fans are celebrating.
Obviously, it's a lot quieter out here in front of the Superdome today, but fans were so excited last night after this LSU Tiger win. Let's take a look at that now.
Tigers gonna win this game.
Tigers fans turned the Big Easy into a swamp of purple and gold Monday night. Fans traveled to see the LSU Tigers.
Hey, Tigers are gonna win tonight. Let's go Tigers! Woo!
Take on the Clemson Tigers.
Well, we think Clemson's gonna win.
For the national championship title, and LSU captured it for the first time since 2007.
Go Tigers, baby!
With LSU up in the fourth quarter, it was a sea of orange leaving the Superdome before the game was even over.
But after a 42-25 win like that,
So where's the after party? You going to Bourbon Street?
Bourbon, wherever there's cold beer, cold whiskey, is where I'm gonna be.
the party was sure to continue.
It's a little quieter here today, obviously, but last night, as you can see, it was quite loud. This was a win that I'm sure made the whole state of Louisiana happy today. Reporting live from the Superdome, I'll send it back to you all in the studio.
Before the national championship, staff and alumni from LSU and Clemson came together Saturday to volunteer at the Second Harvest Food Bank. Over 100 volunteers put aside their rivalry to help repackage 9,000 pounds of donated rice for the 23 southern Louisiana parishes the food bank serves.
And today, Tigers of every stripe, the Clemson Tigers, the LSU Tigers, we come together and we join that fight against hunger. So it really is, it's inspirational, and the energy in the room, the number of people who are participating, I mean, it's really great.
According to Second Harvest Food Bank, 1 in 5 households in Louisiana are at risk of hunger.
Even Tiger cheerleaders in both orange and purple were giving back to the community, visiting the Children's Hospital before the big game.
Oh, I love that.
What did he say?
He said the L for LSU.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
I thought that it was really awesome that both teams came out to see all of the kids. They are kids and they want to have fun.
They made her happy, and because she's been quite with fever, being sick, so they made her day pretty much.
It's just like I couldn't help but to smile and to like just kind of talk with them, get to know them.
So to be able to point out that he met people from both teams, that's just really cool.
I knew like this was going to be one of the big takeaways from this whole weekend.
I really like LSU.
Residents of the Uptown neighborhood are expressing concern after the turn of the decade brings an uptick in violent crime. I'm Amy No, and I talk with witnesses coming up.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
I did, yeah. Did you ever get it?
Why don't we go find out?
Okay.
this.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Me and my boy Matt had it good. He had catnip that was off the hook. But one day, he brings a girl
I can't hear
home, and she's allergic to cats. Every sneeze was a nail in my coffin. Now I'm in a shelter. It's decent, but they don't even have Wi-Fi.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies.
Selfie. Nailed it. We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
Just like any other fan, the governor rushed to the Dome to see the LSU game. Instead of having the traditional inaugural events, John Bel Edwards chose to go support the Tigers. Edwards is now serving his second term as the Deep South's only Democratic governor. And the Uptown neighborhood has seen an uptick in crime at the start of 2020. Reporter Amy No is live from the boot with the story.
Yeah, police responded to a shooting right here on the 7100 block of Zimpel Street, right in front of the Boot Bar and Grill. I talked to witnesses after the incident happened, and they're saying they're getting worried that crime won't get any better in the area.
People continue to fill the Boot Bar and Grill hours after a reported shooting. According to the Tulane Police Department, a fight broke out between a Boot employee and someone with no connection to the bar. And then soon after,
before anybody could get over there, a gun went off, and then everybody just kind of ran out and was gone.
After reviewing security video in the area, TUPD says the suspect shot at the Boot employee and ran from the scene down Audubon Street. That's where they lost track of the suspect. Though a Boot employee was involved, those who work there say they have never felt unsafe.
I've definitely seen fights here before that get shut down very quickly because security is on it. But considering the recent events, I'm definitely on the fence about it.
The shooting outside the Boot Bar and Grill happened just days after a homicide was reported at the corner of Hillary and Birth outside of another college bar.
Tulane and Loyola students hope that with the possibility of a new police station across the street from the Boot, things will get better in the area.
Unsafe is a word, but hopeful that it stops. More having faith in the people of New Orleans and the people who commit these crimes, that they won't do it anymore.
For now, police are still looking for the suspect. Amy No, PAC News.
The suspect is described as a black male. A white sedan was also at the scene at the time of the crime. If you have any information, you're asked to call TUPD or NOPD. Reporter Lily Cummings takes us now to Slidell, where construction is disrupting businesses.
Here we go.
Brittany McRee is a manager at Tees Lounge near the 11 Bridge in Slidell. She was hoping for a new year, new bridge.
We have definitely been affected by business with the bridge being closed by about 35%.
But now she will be waiting another 5 months or more as the work is expected to complete this summer.
I'll believe it when I see it, but I am an optimistic person, so I suppose I'm optimistic about it.
Another bartender here at Tees Lounge tells me it used to take her only 25 minutes to get into New Orleans using the 11 Bridge. But now that she has to use I-10, that time has gone up to 45 minutes because of what she says is stop and go traffic.
The bridge has been closed since January of last year. The work they originally said would only take a few months. But Scott Boyle with Louisiana's Department of Transportation says it's due to the complexity and the age of the bridge.
Ends approximately 5 miles over Lake Pontchartrain. It's an older structure. The two movable bridges are advanced in age. There are a lot of moving parts. Some of them are custom. These have to be fabricated. They're not things that can be picked up off the shelf.
Until the bridge is open again, Brittany will be behind the bar, waiting for customers. Lily Cummings, PAC News.
The Department of Transportation tells us the project will cost $28 million.
The Battle of New Orleans was recreated last week. Coming up, we'll take you behind the scenes.
Whoa. And coming up in sports, I'll have how LSU secured the national title.
I'll never forget the day our landlord called and said, "Read your lease. No pets allowed." My owner tells him my dog ate the lease, but that didn't work. And now I'm stuck in a shelter. But this pit bull is ready for a new crib. I'm loving, loyal, and play well with others. So don't be intimidated by all my muscles, because the biggest one I have is my heart. That's right, I said it.
I'll be right back. Hi! You think you're probably sober?
Yeah.
But you're thinking about taking the back roads home, just in case. If you're probably sober, then why would you do that? Good choice.
Probably okay isn't okay. If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
That's a full glass of wine. I'll be chatting you later.
Bye-bye.
Hi. Hoping for a crisp breeze to help keep you alert. Oh, he took a sip of water too. That'll probably help. You were probably gonna turn down the radio too, so you could focus, right?
Probably okay isn't okay.
Right.
If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
I think the water line is what really drove it home. I blew on him.
They call me Maxie, but I prefer tripod. I was your above-average four-legged homie, and then wham, bam, minivan. Some people pity me. Now that's lame. I still run, fetch, and swim. And the ladies love me. I'm the ultimate wingman. Just don't ask me to high five.
Let's look at tonight's weather. We're looking at 68 degrees with the cloudy skies the rest of the evening and wind speeds coming at 6 miles per hour. Precipitation is at a 15%, so you might not need that jacket, but it's New Orleans, so pack it anyway. And humidity is at 97%. Let's look at the 7-day forecast. So for Tuesday, foggy. Last night, I don't know if you were out in the games, but you could see that you really couldn't. For Wednesday, we're looking at 77 degrees with cloudy skies as well. But for Thursday, we're having chances of showers and temperature increasing to 61 degrees. Friday, those shower chances are increasing and temperature is going down just a bit. For Saturday, we're looking at thunderstorms and increased temperature to 73 degrees. But for Sunday, we're bringing it back down with cloudy skies and 60 degrees. And for Monday, bringing it real low to 54 degrees. I'm Jaime Jimenez with PAC News.
Real foggy out there last night, right?
The fans were still out there,
Fans
even
were
they
still out
couldn't
there
see anything.
until like 5 a.m. That's crazy.
My hair is feeling that humidity, 97%. That's crazy.
Yeah, my hair too. My hair too. Don't worry.
Every year, a huge part of New Orleans is showcased in Chalmette, Louisiana. I had a chance to attend one of the biggest events in St. Bernard Parish.
Yeah, it's American history. It's your history, my history, the story of who America is.
After 200 years since the Battle of New Orleans, the Chalmette community continues to spread the victory by transforming into the 1800s.
It's just our way of bringing education to the public about what took place, how it happened, and what they did.
The annual Battle of New Orleans commemoration takes months of planning and dedication. The event is made possible through over 100 dedicated volunteers.
Is very important because it's our story.
It's not only locals who volunteer at the reenactment, but people from all over the country.
All over Texas, Missouri, Arkansas, Kentucky.
The community understands the importance behind keeping history alive.
Sure that the women of the Battle of New Orleans are kept in the history because of the fact that they did so much for the men.
From high schoolers to former Rangers, everyone enjoys preserving the past. This year marks the 205th anniversary of the battle.
The Heisman Trophy winner led his team to victory in the college football championship. We'll have more coming up in sports.
Plus, with carnival season around the corner, one crew releases a new king cake with a new purpose.
Back to you, Lester.
Thanks, Taylor. And in our final story of the night,
Maroon has been ranked as one of the top student newspapers in the nation by the Princeton Review.
Coach O went 15-0. The Lafourche Parish native led the LSU Tigers to their 42-25 victory over Clemson, and making history along the way. Joe Burrow lit up the scoreboard. Take a look at this. Early in the final quarter, Burrow clocks back, finds sophomore number 6, Terrence Marshall Jr. from 24 yards out. He finds the end zone, the touchdown, the final score of the game, and there were a lot of them. The Heisman-winning quarterback tossed for 5 touchdowns overall and threw for a total of 463 yards and running 1 TD in the end zone. The win marks the first time a #1 seed took the title in the college football playoff era, and it ends the Tigers' 8-year championship drought. Now, there's something about New Orleans that attracts those Tigers. The program now has 4 national titles. All of those games were held right here in New Orleans. The first one was back in 1958. The national championships were given to the teams with the best overall record, and they won it right there in the Sugar Bowl. They racked up another win back in 2003 under coach Nick Saban, and they won again in 2007 under Les Miles. And now they celebrate their latest title. LSU played Alabama for the championship back in 2011, but dropped it 21-0. The Tigers weren't the only ones to earn a win last night. Jahil Okafor led the way for the Pelicans for the overtime victory on the road in Detroit. He racked up a team-high 25 points. The Pels won 117-110, marking their 7th win in the past 10 games. New Orleans heads home for the matchup versus the Utah Jazz. Tip-off will be at 7 o'clock. Business senior Paige Frankowitz recently made Loyola's 1,000 points club, another accolade for the decorated veteran shooter. In her final year in the Den, she hopes she can make one more title and make more noise for her team. Here's her story.
Back on. From Slidell, Louisiana, #1, Paige Frankowitz.
A storied basketball career nears its end. Paige Frankowitz reflects on the 5 championship rings she helped win, 2 with her high school and 3 with Loyola.
Being able to look at them all at once is actually kind of daunting.
The starting shooting guard never gets tired of winning a title.
It feels like the first time every time.
With her final season in full swing, her support group wants to see her earn another piece of hardware to cap off her college career.
Coach Kennedy and everyone else jokes about like, okay, you're going 4 for 4 this year, right? Like you're gonna get your 4th ring. And I'm just like, like I hope so.
And while she's helped raise multiple banners in the Den, she wants more people to recognize what her program has achieved.
We've got like 10 people, which like 4 of which are my family, and then by the time the fourth quarter rolls around, the stands are packed because they're there for the men's game.
Coach Kelly Kennedy also wants more fans in the stands.
It would be nice to have a little bit more student involvement, seeing the great product that I think we put on the floor.
And Frankowitz feels the same way.
We might not dunk and we might not block shots into the 5th row, but we're still really talented. I mean, look at me, I can't jump over anyone. Like, I have to get creative, you know, we all do.
Currently, the athletics department has ideas in the works to get more people at Loyola home games.
Would love to get it filled where every seat's taken. That's my goal. I want all the seats taken. I want people standing because there aren't no seats, you know.
And as the women's squad looks to three-peat in the conference tournament this year, Frankowitz will continue to advocate for more recognition.
I like to give women's sports a boost wherever I could.
Now the Wolfpack are actually playing right now in the Den. Just wrapped up the third quarter against Spring Hill. The final score right now, 63-72. They play again this Saturday in the Den against conference rival Martin Methodist. Tip-off will be at noon. The Loyola women's basketball squad racked up a win streak in the new year. In 2020, the team only dropped 1 game and prepares to ride a homestand, riding a 3-game win streak. Overall, the women's team stands at 11-3. Now to the men's side, the men's team hasn't been as lucky in 2020. The team has split their games 2-2, losing their last matchup against conference rival University of Mobile in a close one, 84-82. Loyola stands at 13-4. They hope to earn a win in front of the home crowd tomorrow at 7. They play longtime rival Spring Hill College. And mark your calendars, Loyola will host the Southern States Athletics Conference Dance and Cheer Championship right here in the Den. It's the second year in a row the Wolfpack hosts the title tournament. Loyola hopes their competitive dance team will quad-peat in their home court. The cheer teams eyes their first ever conference title. The tournament will be February 1st, starting at 9 o'clock. And coming back to college sports, I don't know if you guys know, but Miss Tess Rowland over here actually won herself a Coach O autograph football.
Yes, I did.
Don't ever get rid of that.
I know, I'm gonna have to find a case for it. It's super exciting, but you know, it was a nail-biting game, but I'm so glad that the Tigers pulled through at the end.
Yeah,
so.
It's probably worth a lot more than what you think.
We'll see.
All right, we'll be right back with more.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Me and my boy Matt had it good. He had catnip that was off the hook. But one day, he brings a girl home, and she's allergic to cats. Every sneeze was a nail in my coffin. Now I'm in a shelter. It's decent, but they don't even have Wi-Fi.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin? Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfies, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on, man, let's split a ride home.
Mardi Gras king cakes are now helping local high school students get into college. Here's Daniel Cardenas with the story.
In keeping with the Zulu tradition, having coconut flavor, I think is going to work really well with this initiative.
It's Mardi Gras season in New Orleans, and with Mardi Gras comes king cakes.
Hyatt Regency will be
responsible for the production and distribution of the official Zulu king cake and official Zulu queen cake.
While Zulu celebrates the release of their new official king cake, local high school students will be celebrating a chance at a scholarship to attend local universities.
What we've done is that we've established a scholarship fund, and with that fund, it's going to be able to assist some of the high schools that have attended local universities in the city here, and to give them that financial assistance.
We would like to announce that Hyatt will be kicking off this scholarship initiative and fundraising effort by donating 2 $2,500 scholarships to be distributed through the Zulu and Hyatt Scholarship Fund.
What separates these king cakes from traditional king cakes is the Zulu tradition being kept in the flavor.
So inside each of those, is filled with, the salted caramel one is filled with a dulce de leche custard, as well as some salted caramel. In the coconut one, we have some toasted coconut custard, as well as a little bit of coconut cream in there as well.
To purchase one of these Zulu king cakes, go to HyattRegencyNewOrleans.com, where each king cake is priced at $35.
Me being a pastry chef, I felt being a little bit playful with the flavors was really going to enhance a different approach to this whole initiative.
Daniel Cardenas, PAC News.
Hyatt Regency and Zulu are still in the process of deciding what the criteria will be for the scholarship, but the groups have collectively donated $5,000 to the fund. That looks so good, guys.
I'm hungry.
I know,
this is rolling past my lunchtime. I'm ready to go. I guess before we head out, favorite king cake.
Oh my God, I can't decide that. There's too many.
Favorite king cake.
The hamburger one at the King Cake Festival. I love that one.
Hamburger
I think it's
king
super
cake.
good.
I need to try that one.
Crazy.
You can tell she's from Miami, guys. Hamburger king cake.
And that's all our news for now.
Thanks for watching and have a great afternoon.